So I haven't seen my lizard Ryuko in a while, so I'm going to assume that he has gone into brumation for the winter. But from what I've learned from past brumations is that he does not come out on his own to drink water, so he will get dehydrated if I don't wake him up now and again to offer him water. And I will offer him food as well because he, in the past, will eat during brumation, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to wake him up and check him over and then offer him food and water. So I'm going to get him some fresh water and prep him some food just in case he is hungry. And I'll do that before I wake him up. I know I just put metal in the microwave, but it's always been fine, so. Alright, let's go offer that. Okay, I'm gonna see if he's in this section. Doesn't appear to be in this section, so try over here. I'm listening for a hiss from him, so he's probably over here somewhere. There he is. Hello, Ryuko. Are you sleeping? How are you? Are you hungry? Your tongue's coming out very slowly. You must be sleepy. Very sleepy. So, some sad news, but also really good news. Poppy here, the orange one, has been adopted. Sadly, they don't get to be together anymore because these two girls are pretty bonded to each other. I mean, they've been licking each other's faces these past few days, which just doesn't help with the sadness of splitting them up. Poppy will get to have a new friend who I hear is friendly, so hopefully they get along and that Poppy enjoys her new home. I'm gonna miss you, you cutie. So, tonight is Poppy's last night here. Really kind of sad. I am especially going to be sad the following days because I'm worried that Prim will feel lonely with Poppy not here. But I'm happy for Poppy that she gets to have a good home and still have a friend. Hopefully they become friends. This other rabbit. I just got done grooming all the baby rabbits and I discovered something very alarming. I thought I knew their gender. All this time I thought I had 2 girls and 1 boy because they were behaving as such. I just sold one of them as a girl when apparently Poppy is a boy and so is Prim. They're both boys. They're all boys. Oh, now I gotta go tell Poppy's owner that she is actually a he, so she might not want her anymore. She might not want him anymore. Okay, well, this is disappointing. I can't believe it. All this time they were all boys, and I was like certain they were girls. And now I'm not so certain. Although I guess I'm pretty certain that they're boys because otherwise I wouldn't be telling you this. So this is 2 days later from finding out that all my rabbits are boys. I do still have Poppy because the person that wanted Poppy couldn't have a boy, so I had to apologize for that. Of course, the day after I find out they're all males, they start acting like males. Because I feel like I didn't notice before that they got excited when Penelope would come by. Because I know Poi always does, but they never seem to until yesterday and today. Also yesterday, Poppy and Prim, although they're kind of nameless now because those names are a bit too girly for them now. Anyway, these 2 boys that have been living together, they've been getting along up till yesterday. It's like their hormones have really kicked in now that they're 4 months old. The orange one especially has been chasing around the white one because of the hormones. So I did yesterday divide their pen to separate them. So now they're all separated. It's going well so far. They're not too upset about that. I did, after finding out they're all boys, I decided to try having them all be together. That didn't work out at all. The orange one and Poi do not get along at all. They just fight each other. Rabbits can be savage. I think it's a dominance thing. They both want to be the dominant one. Anyway, I hope they will still find the right homes for them. Apparently it's a lot harder to figure out a rabbit's gender than I thought. I don't know why I was so sure they were girls before. Oh my gosh. Funny that they're now acting like boys now that I know that they're boys. So yeah. So I am going to go outside to update you on the chickens at last. Because it's been, I don't even know how long it's been since I made a video about the chickens. I know that in the spring I made videos on Chowder and her chicks that she hatched. They weren't her chicks, they were Luffy's and Loki's chicks. Well, actually, I discovered that one of them was actually Rocket's, but they're both Luffy's. Chowder's the one that sat on them though. Anyway. This door. bright out here. It's a beautiful day. Oh, I'm still in my slippers. No, okay. Got this sign a while ago. I like that it has a rocket on it. Hi, Cody. Quick update on Cody. He is getting old. He's practically deaf. Probably going blind. But he still acts like a young dog, so that's nice. You so cute. I love you. So, here's the backyard, or side yard. This is the chicken area, what it looks like right now. So I just looked back at my latest video on the chickens, and I hear a cat. There's a cat over there. Okay, so I looked back at my latest video on the chickens. That was a while ago. The chicks were still chicks. Well, they're not anymore. They've been adults for a while now, and I actually found out that they're both roosters, because I thought that Clover was a hen for the longest time. And the other one I ended up naming Phoenix because he started out black and then now he's just this, well, phoenix looking bird. So orange, and such a beautiful orange. I wonder where they are. So I have 3 hens and 5 roosters. Right? That's a lot of roosters. It's not a good ratio at all, but it's working out fine. Phoenix will attack the black roosters now and again, but as long as I keep them in their side, Phoenix usually leaves them alone. And him and Rocket don't fight, luckily. I think Rocket, his dad, is dominant over him, so that's good. They respect each other. Phoenix and Clover don't mess with it. Well, when they do mess with his hens, he's quick to stop them. No bad fighting between them, so that's good. Anyway, oh, here they come. Hey, chickens. Rocket. What's up, Rocket? I locked you guys out of here. There's Chowder. There's Phoenix and Clover. Griffin. Hello. Chowder, she's not looking her best. Where are you going? Oh, hi, cat. Phoenix, come say hi to the camera. So, here's Phoenix and Clover. Clover looks just like his dad, Loki, and Phoenix looks like his dad, Rocket, except, you know, for all of this color. Are you a pretty bird? So these 2 teenagers, bachelors, live in this coop. It can really only fit 2 small chickens inside, which is great since there's only 2 of them. They live on this side with Rocket and his hens because they get along for the most part. Thank goodness for that, because I don't know what I would do if I had to split 3 groups up. So let's go see the other group. Hello. This is where Loki, Looney, and Luffy live. 2 roosters and a hen. This one is Looney. This is Luffy. Hey, girl. And here comes Loki. What you doing? Challenging me. He's gotten into quite a few battles with Phoenix, so his face is kind of bare. Ooh, brightness. Go back in the shade. In the past, he was attacked by a weasel, and that left one of his eyes blind. It's this eye. So he's a tough cookie. Yes, you are. And that is the father and mother of Clover. I think my dog ran away. I gotta go find him. Cody! Come here. Come here, dog that can't hear me. Good boy. There's a red chicken. Okie dokie. Let's see if there's any eggs. Ooh, one egg. Ah, bug. Beautiful. It's been a while since there. Ooh, a cardinal. It's been a while since there's been any predator attack or attempt at an attack. Rocket is enjoying himself. Anyway, I'm thankful that there hasn't been another predator attack in a while since one of my chickens were actually killed by one. I feel like it's especially got a higher chance of happening in the winter when food is scarce. So I'm pretty much keeping them in their coop runs all morning, letting them out around 10 or maybe even around noon, just because the predators tend to attack in the morning. Chickens are doing good, and these two have grown up and found their place in this flock. Chowder knows how to get these two away from her. Oh, I forgot about the cat. Hey, Kosa. Kosa. Do you like my backyard? Meow. Meow. What do you want? So now I want to update you on Penelope, because in the last video I talked about how she was on this new treatment for her snuffles, which is a very serious illness in rabbits. It's been impossible to get rid of all these months that my rabbits have had it. Pumpkin, my late rabbit, had it when I got him, and he gave it to Penelope. He died from symptoms of it, and none of the treatments worked for him. And so I finally did a culture and sensitivity test with Penelope, which is testing the mucus to see what bacteria this is and what will kill it. Only one antibiotic was found to work against killing it. Well, the only one that would be safe to give to a rabbit. Gentamicin, I think is what it's called, and it kills this Proteus bacteria, but it's actually not safe to give to rabbits orally, so I had to give it to her through a nebulizer. And in the video I said that I had only been treating her for a couple days at that point, and she was seemingly better, and I was really hoping that this treatment would finally work because it's pretty much all that's left. But it's been a while now since I finished that treatment with her, and after those first couple days of where it seemed like it was working, it just wasn't actually working. The mucus just wouldn't quit the whole time. So after that treatment, I wasn't sure what to do except continue using the nebulizer, but with the saline solution that I was given before the antibiotics. And the saline solution is only supposed to help treat the symptom, like help clear her nose or make it easier for her to breathe. So I was hoping and praying that a miracle would happen through this saline solution. It did a lot more than I thought it would for her. The instructions were to give the saline solution twice a day for 10 minutes, but I only gave it to her once a day because catching her twice a day was just way too much stress, and she was getting good at avoiding me. She did not trust me at all anymore. I gave her the saline nebulizer treatment, and quickly it was giving really good results. The mucus stopped completely. Her nose was clear finally, She was rarely sneezing. So yeah, the saline solution has helped a lot, and it's actually been like a couple weeks now since I stopped giving her any of the nebulizer because the mucus had just quit completely. So I wanted to see if it would stay that way if I stopped using the nebulizer for a bit, and that has been the case so far. She does still have it, she still sneezes now and again, but she's definitely at a stable point right now. That's what's going on with Penelope. So these couple weeks that she hasn't been on nebulizer treatment, I have regained her trust, which is really awesome. She'll come up next to me now and let me pet her, which she really enjoys, and she comes into my room every morning to either hang out or run around the rug, do her little rabbit zoomies, which are just the cutest things ever. One of my favorite things about rabbits is just their playfulness. Her and my dog are cool with each other now. She wasn't when I first got her. Pumpkin was. I don't know why he was, but he was. Cody doesn't actually like Penelope because she gets way too close to him. He's not a cuddly dog. But one night she wanted to sleep next to him all night long. I didn't get any sleep that night because I just had to take a picture every time they were in a new position because she just did not want to leave his side. He kept going on the bed and off the bed, on the bed and off the bed, and she just followed him and laid next to him every time. And I also didn't get any sleep that night because the boy rabbits were fighting each other, and I was trying to stop that from happening, trying to block the wall as best I could. I don't know why. One day they're just licking each other's faces, and then a couple days later they're just fighting each other. It must be these hormones that suddenly kicked in. But yeah, I think I've got it to the point now where they can't fight each other through the bars anymore. I forgot to show this when I was outside, but I have this garden I made a while ago. I think at the beginning of the summer I made it. Anyway, I wanted to plant my own rabbit food like lettuce and parsley and kale, although we didn't have any kale, so it was just lettuce and parsley, and I also planted a dill plant later on. So that was nice to have for when I would run out of greens before going shopping for more. The parsley is still going strong, the dill has died, and I recently planted some more lettuce because the lettuce died a while ago, but I got a good amount out of it when it was alive, so that was cool. I gotta go water it. Oh, and it's time to make her a salad, so I'm gonna go do that. Penelope has been kind of a nuisance lately. She's been chewing on cords that I've had to duct tape and or throw away because they were bitten through completely. She's tearing up these pillowcases, scratching at them, ruining the couch, which is quite annoying, but it's what I get when I want a free-range rabbit. And these cord protectors really do not work. She just chews them up easily. I mean, it stops her from chewing this right away, but yeah, these aren't chew-proof. Speaking of this couch, though, Penelope loves to hang out in the back of it because this is a futon, so it has a back ledge that she just loves to sleep and hang out in and go and hide, and she often hangs out under the couch. Hi, Penelope. It's so nice to see her with a dry nose. Okay, Penelope, I am going to go make you your salad now. There's Poi. I give these baby bunnies some greens as well. Last week I had kale. This week I'm going to try asparagus. I gave Penelope a little piece of asparagus yesterday, but I don't think she's a fan. I'm gonna try again today anyway and see what the babies think. If they don't like it, all the more for me. I wanted my next video to be about fish, but it's taking longer to cycle this tank than I thought. So over at the hermit crab tank today, I want to fix it up a little bit and add some this stuff like moss and some millet seeds, some edible Indian almond leaves, and then also a new cuttlebone. This is the old one. They've eaten a lot of it. You can see all the scratch marks. This is good calcium for their exoskeletons, especially after they molt, they need calcium. Here's a crab over here in a brand new shell. Very pretty. I'm pretty sure this is Thea. So I'm gonna take these out and wash them because they're all a bit dirty on the inside. Evening it out. I need to add more sand to this at some point. Sand or cocoa fiber because it's getting low. I already recently cleaned out this crab habitat completely, and what motivated me was that I had an ant problem in here. A whole ant colony had moved in, which is like paradise for ants because they easily get food and it's just a lot of burrowing space for an ant colony. But anyway, I removed all of the sand, laid it out in the sun. All the ants left that, and then the remaining ants, I killed them all one by one, and that's how I got rid of them. They were actually living underneath this saltwater pool. I didn't want to empty it, so to get them out, I just moved it around, and also I poured vinegar around the edge of it to get them to come out, because ants don't like vinegar. And that did work. And then I wiped up the vinegar afterwards, and vinegar won't hurt the crabs. So it's not fun to have an ant problem. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but at least it got me to clean up this place. Also, you don't want to have ants just living in your hermit crab tank because they could harm the hermit crab while it's molting. Possibly even eat the hermit crab, but I did have to wait till all my hermit crabs came to the surface before I could get rid of the ants, because it's not safe to disturb a molting hermit crab. I like millet seeds as a treat for them because it won't go moldy. It'll just grow into a plant if it stays in damp conditions. I give them their food at night because that's when hermit crabs are most active. Let's put some moss in your head. Get it wet, and then top this off. This is their saltwater pool, and salt doesn't evaporate, so when I add water to top it off, I don't have to add more salt. If it gets to be too dirty, I will clean it out completely and add new salt, but this does act as a filter, not just a waterfall, so it usually keeps it clean enough, and the crabs like rarely go in there, if at all. They do sometimes drink it though. Saltwater pools are how they clean their shells or refresh the water that's at the very back of their shells, and they use that reserved water in the back of their shells to keep their gills moist. Most of the plants in here, actually all the plants in here, are fake, so I like to add something they can actually eat, something natural. So these Indian almond leaves are great for that. I usually have these purple plants hanging up there, but the crabs always knock them down, and they like to cuddle inside of it, especially when the weather is cold, so I'm just gonna leave it down for them. Although I do keep it warm enough in here. They have a heat pad there, a heat lamp up there, and then I also have this floor heater on the outside of their tank directed towards the tank, so definitely stays warm enough. Now I will add the new one of this. This is made for birds, but it's 100% natural and just calcium, so it's perfectly fine for hermit crabs. You do want to remove this metal though, because hermit crabs are sensitive to metal. Okay, aside from the shells that I still need to wash, I am done with that. It's been a while since I've held one of my crabs and let them walk around me. I feel a lot better wearing these cut-proof gloves. It adds protection in case they do use their pinchers. Here's Mango, the one I find the cutest, and the only boy. He's usually shy, but he's being quite active right now. If a crab does pinch you, just put your hand back in their terrarium near the ground and let them walk off. Looks like this one stopped to drink some water. Who else can I find? Who are you? You might be Coconut, unless you're Cupcake. It's getting hard to tell. This is another one in a new shell. I think it's Cupcake. But I think I will end the video here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully the next one can be about fish. Thanks again for watching. God bless, and goodbye.